The day that this video is uploaded will be my birthday, and since I've already got that covered Lego-wise, I will immediately start thinking about Christmas afterwards. And since Christmas presents are the third most famous thing about the holiday, I thought that today we could discuss the top 10 Lego sets you need to get for Christmas 2025. These will not just be my favourite sets of the year exactly, but will be ones that I think are fit for the average Lego consumer. So expensive things like Arkham, Ninjago City Workshops and the Republic Juggernaut are off the table. Also bear in mind the word need is basically a suggestion here. Your choices will vary drastically depending on what theme you're into, but I've tried to pick from a large variety of themes instead of just like Ninjago. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Coming in at number 10, we have Zane's Battlesuit Mech. In January last year, Ninjago fans were hit with an absolutely game-changing set, Jay's Mech Battle Pack. Battle Packs have been the source of many debates, fights, and likely deaths among the Star Wars community, but the whole Battle Pack concept has never really branched outside of LEGO Star Wars until recently. Jay's Battle Mech had 4 figures, whereas this has only 3, but that's not a huge deal because one of the included figures is the very desirable Drix, as well as the shirtless Zane, whose only other appearance is in the Ninjago City Workshops. The last figure is Wildfire, who is a dime a dozen, appearing in 9 sets thus far, making her one of the most common Ninjago figures in recent memory, but a figure is still a figure. And of course, the mech build itself is very cute and goes well with Jay's. This set retails for $9.99 in the US, which still feels a bit high, but I was able to get it for $10 here in Australia, which is only around $6.50 in the US. And I'm sure that no matter where you are, you will be able to find this for a good price. This set is absolutely essential to any Ninjago fan this year. Number 9 is a newly released Speed Champions set, the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat sports car. Speed Champions has had a very large year in 2025, with 10 sets in March followed by 1 in June and another 4 in August. Whilst I'm not really a car guy, I make an effort to routinely collect LEGO Speed Champions sets because of the unique build experiences and techniques that they offer. So I knew whilst writing this that I had to include one Speed Champions set on the list, but the question was, which one? The F1 cars from March are very good, even if their builds follow the same general template, but there's not one that I would deem a better set than the rest. And as a Fast and Furious fan, I really like the Honda S2000 revealed in June, as well as the other 3 August sets, but the Dodge Challenger Hellcat really just stands out to me. Not only because it's the first LEGO set to have the word Hell in the title, but also because I find the colour scheme very appealing. This is the second rendition of a Dodge Challenger in LEGO Speed Champions, as well as the 5th depiction of a Dodge in the theme overall, and I think it really nails the look. Now, I admit that I've not built this at the time of writing, but I've watched some reviews and it seems to be no less packed with surprising techniques than any other Speed Champions set. And on top of that, there are 0 stickers in this. I personally don't mind applying stickers to LEGO sets, in fact I actually embrace it. But I do know it is a large grievance to a great deal of people, so if you are not a sticker fan but want to try Speed Champions, this is your set. Its retail price of $26.99 feels $6 too high, but I encourage you to not pay full price and instead look for this on Amazon or at other stores. Number 8 is a small set bound to turn anyone into a plant enthusiast. Set 10349, Happy Plants. This retails for only $22.99 in the US, making it one of the smallest LEGO Botanical sets to date and one of the most affordable. Even so, you'd still be best off waiting for a discount, but let's talk about the set itself. As the name very subtly implies, this set features 2 happy plants, both with very, very Adventure Time looking faces. This is basically just if BMO's face got transplanted. See what I did there? The wider one is in the lively shade of bright light blue and his tall friend is in cool yellow. They are also capable of almost holding hands. LEGO Botanicals, formerly known as Icon's Botanical Collection, has always been a theme that has appealed to people outside of the LEGO community, and I think this set is the best yet to serve as an introduction to the theme. So if you're the gift purchaser this Christmas season, this is a set I would highly recommend for just about any personality type. Number 7 is another set that I have yet to acquire, but one that I've been sold on thanks to many reviews. 42209 Volvo L120 Electric Loader, which retails for $120 in the United States. Whilst I'm not the biggest LEGO Technic fan, I have dabbled in the theme a few times and I've yet to be disappointed. Technic sets always offer clever techniques, nice looking models, and if nothing else, something different at least from my usual building experience. This set caught my eye the most out of the entire June wave of Technic sets, more so even than the iconic Fast and Furious Skyline. And seeing this set's functionality has absolutely sold me on it. The bucket can move, the front can rotate, there is a simulated electric engine, and the back wheels even have some slight vertical movement. For such a small set, at least relative to most Technic sets, this offers a surprising amount of functionality, and I think this set is more than enough to satisfy any budding construction worker or Technic enthusiast. In the 6th spot is a set that impressed me a lot more than I thought it would. LEGO 77077 Fortnite Clombo, which retails for $109 US. No matter what you think about the quality of Fortnite, I think it's hard to deny that the game has always produced some colourful and creative character designs, and Clombo is exactly that. Essentially just a 6-legged dinosaur, Clombo is recreated almost perfectly in the LEGO set. The colours are very nice, and the build is even better, capturing all the nuances very accurately. The head is nice and posable, as are the legs, and the included figures are a great bonus to the build. My only complaint here would be a lack of functionality, but this is one set where I'll let lack of features slide because the overall appearance more than makes up for it. But as with most LEGO sets, this is one best bought on clearance, as the regular retail price is honestly quite painful. But any fan of Fortnite is surely going to appreciate this, or at the very least have something to do for an hour other than looking at a screen. In the 5th position is set 21269 Armadillo Mine Expedition, which retails for $29.99 in the US. I was honestly unsure what Minecraft set to include on this list, but I think this one is definitely the best choice. This set offers a mob and detail-packed build for a relatively cheap price. I know I keep using the word relative, but I feel it's necessary because words like cheap and expensive have different definitions to different people. This set gives you a player skin, 2 of the brand new Armadillo mob, the new Armored Wolf, and the Cave Spider with an updated face for 2025. The build, whilst not very big, is an interesting shape with a little kind of introduction to a mine and an acacia tree on top, as well as some water on the right hand side. Overall, I feel like you get a very solid amount of playability from this set for its price, especially if you get it at a discount. This to me feels like the perfect sized LEGO set to gift to any young Minecraft fan. And the 4th spot goes to the second biggest set on the list, 76976 Spinosaurus and Quetzalcoatlus Air Mission. Now, I've had a bit of a strained relationship with the Jurassic World 2025 sets. The prices are just utterly insane, there's no denying that and no defending them. I've also been very vocal about the fact that the quality in some areas of the theme has had a noticeable downgrade, but once we get past those issues, I think there is some good stuff to be found in here, and this is definitely my favourite set of the wave, almost entirely because of the Spinosaurus, whom we had to wait 24 years to get an updated rendition of. The Quetzalcoatlus is also nice, and the build has some fun features, and the minifigures and included vehicles are cool, I guess. It's a very good playset. In fact, it's the best playset from the entire wave in my opinion, and whilst the retail price is not justified in the slightest, if you can get this for 30% or more off, I would consider it to be worth it. And of course, any dino fan is going to love what's included here. Number 3 is the largest and most expensive set on the list, but is one that both surprised and impressed me. That is set 21358 Minifigure Vending Machine. Over the last 15 years or so, LEGO Ideas has pumped out banger after banger after banger. It's been the source of some of the best sets in recent memory, both licensed and non-licensed. And the Minifigure Vending Machine is another one of those wacky and creative original ideas that just works so well. Being a vintage-style gumball machine, but for minifigures, the set does exactly what you would expect, and it's very satisfying to watch. I've yet to actually acquire and build this one for myself, but I can only imagine how incredible the mechanism inside is. The set is also perfect, because aside from the amazing build, it includes 16 minifigures, more even than the average minifigure series these days, with some amazing inclusions like the gold and teal spaceman and the modern-day Fabuland figures. I know that I'm beating a very long dead horse here, but it feels like a bit more could have been done for the price point of $179. And as always, I wouldn't recommend paying full price for this. However, it is a LEGO exclusive set, so if you do intend on buying it, make sure to use your insider points for a discount or gift with purchase. In the second spot we have a set, but not a typical set, a set of 12 figures. This is the LEGO Spiderverse minifigure series releasing on September 1st or the day after tomorrow when this video is uploaded, except here in Australia we won't be getting them until October 1st because LEGO hates us. This has to be one of the most detailed minifigure series yet, with dual moulding, double faces and side arm and leg printing out the wazoo. We also get the minifigure base plate in a translucent colour for what I believe to be the very first time. My favourite figure here has to be Spider-Man 2099, who was always my favourite character to play as in LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2, but the rest of the cast is also fantastic, even if some of them are kind of weird and obscure choices. These retail for $4.99 each and would make for great stocking stuffers. And don't forget that you can scan the bottom of the boxes to see which figure it is. Some people would say that's cheating, but I call it being smart with your money instead of blindly spending hundreds trying to get every figure randomly. And the number 1 position goes to a set that I've talked about a few times before, and for good reason. It is set 21280 Minecraft Advent Calendar. This is hands down the perfect LEGO set for Christmas 2025. There's no ifs, buts, or I don't like Minecrafts about it. It's great and there is absolutely no argument against it. You get Steve and Alex with new torsos, the updated Stray, a zombie, creeper and drowned, the new green sheep as well as the red one, the polar bear, the updated enchanting table and snow golem, and the incredible Santa villager, as well as a plethora of fun micro builds. My mind is still trying to cope with the fact that we got a Minecraft advent calendar before a Ninjago one, but hey, this is leagues better than whatever this year's Marvel one would have been. I know this is the second Minecraft set on the list, but I had to make an exception because this is just such a phenomenal set. This retails for $44.99, which feels a bit too steep like all LEGO advent calendars. However, if you don't want it desperately, you could wait until January when it will undoubtedly be on sale. However, if you need it this year rather than next, it releases 2 days after this video is uploaded. And we've reached the end of the list. Those were my picks for the best LEGO sets you need for Christmas 2025. Let me know down in the comments what LEGO sets you will be asking for this holiday season, and if you agree with my choices or not. I'm going to go build my birthday LEGO sets now, so click here if you want to see some more content from me in the meantime. And yes, I know that this video is releasing 3 months before December, but hey, better to start planning sooner rather than later. So that's been all for today, folks. Have a great day, and I wish you a very premature Merry Christmas.